Hi, welcome to the Canon Academy. This is my homeschool area and how I use it, part 4, I believe. This is our little cubby that has several different types of learning cards in it. And I'm going to go over those and tell you how I use them and how the children use them. So, first of all, I have this set of alphabet cards that when I went to a teacher cell, the teacher was retiring, and one of the boxes I bought had these in it. I didn't know they were in it until I got home, but they've turned out to be a really cool thing. And you can go over the fact that the letter A has two sounds, A where it says its name, and short A where it goes ah, for ape and apple. The children can trace with their fingers how to make the letter. You can talk about going from the blue line at the top to the red line at the bottom for the parts in letter A, and the cross of it, and starting lowercase a on the dotted line, the halfway mark. B for bear and balloon. And it just goes on through. I love it. It looks like children's drawings. It gets them interested. They can sit and make the sounds themselves and name the pictures and things like that. Moving on. I have two sets of picture cards. This set is from Baby Einstein, and they have various different pictures on the front, and it gives you the word. Then on the back, it tells you about whatever's in the picture, and you can read these to the children. As they get older, they can read them themselves, of course, but they're very different pictures. Now, my littles right now, they will ask me if they don't know what the word is, but they will sort things like this is summer, and they will find all the pictures have to do with summer, or they'll separate this into a picture with pictures from the ocean. They will sort by seasons, things like that, and everything. As you can see, they're very colorful, detailed pictures. They love these cards. They pull them out and look at them for anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour. My next set, and I'm not sure who made these. My parents picked these up when they were still alive at a yard sale. They are texture cards. This one has a rubber tire tread that they can fill, and the word. And then again on the back, it says things like, what do you see on this card? Touch the tractor's wheel. Does it feel bumpy or smooth? What jobs do tractors do on the farm? What sound does the tractor start with? And then it gives you different languages and how they use the word tractor. The fire truck actually has shiny parts, and the keys are shiny. These rocks, one of them here at the bottom is smooth. They're pebbles, and it talks about the color gray. On the tomato, it's smooth here, and it talks about the color red. The cake is like a fuzzy filling, and it talks about the color brown. And corn has nubbies on it, like what you'd feel if you touched a corn cob. They like these too. And they will hold them up to each other and ask, what is this? I'm sorry, I'm making a mess here. Okay, Then someone gave me these with bag, like a grocery bag full of different felt things and stuff like that. I love these, the kids love these. They look like big jars, and they go all the way up to 20 with different bugs. It gives you the number, the word, and then you can have the kids count each one, putting their finger on them as they count so they don't lose their place. They love to get these out, and the 3.5-year-old will ask, and how many is this? Let's count. Then I actually have more of these in a box that I got at a yard sale for $1. It came with a few of the bugs, but not enough to really work with the cards. They're all two-sided, and each side has a number and a letter as far as what level it's at and stuff. Now, the ways I use these cards is we'll sit and we'll go red, 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 blue, blue, blue. What would come next? And the children should say red. For instance, this one would be, we could do this 2 different ways. Duck, sheep, duck, sheep, duck, sheep. Green, blue, green, blue, green, blue. Sometimes we'll get out our color teddy bears and do these, and sometimes we won't. And another way we use them is we'll count how many we have and add one more. And how many would that be? So various different ways to use these cards. Okay, at the teacher sale I went to, I managed to buy 3 of these laminated counting cards. Now the children can count from 1 to 20 on it, and they can point with their fingers or whatever. They can put counters on each space, teddy bears, whatever, pieces of cereal. You can talk about, here's the number 2, what number comes before it? They should say 1. What number comes after the number 2? 3. You could take a piece of paper and cover a number up and say, in this row, what number is missing? 11, 12, 13. Oh, it should be 14 and then 15. Several different ways to use it. Like I said, it's laminated. You could use the back to write on and wipe it off. I got this in a preschool activity set when Toys R Us was going out of sale. And I decided to put this out where the children can look at it and play with it. Oh, I can get it open. It gives you a content that tells you what's in here and everything. There is a page where you match colors. So if I got out the teddy bears or something that had all these colors on it, they can match the colors. There are people in the set that are those colors that they can match them. They can match the shapes, and they can do this several different ways. They can use their finger and go from this triangle to that triangle. They can use a wipe-off marker or a wipe-off crayon, piece of string. Down at the bottom here, they can practice writing the shapes, tracing them with their finger, a wipe-off marker, or a crayon. We have beginning sounds, and it gives you a picture that goes with those beginning sounds. More tracing pages. Patterns, just like what we did with our other cards, and these are the different shapes that come in the kit. And here you talk about how many, and there you do the numbers, and then you would write them at the bottom if your children are at that stage yet, and things like that. And calendar time, or they can actually learn the words on the calendar, and you can draw in numbers and things like that. Another wipe-off book I have in here is one that teaches them to count from 1 to 20. You have 1 elephant, 2 balls, and it continues throughout the book. And there's a place for them to see how the letter should be written, to trace it, and then write it again as they go. And last but not least, we have these cards, which came in this wonderful little box, and I got them out. There's a card that talks about taking away. You have 3 fish. You take away 1 fish. How many do you have left? It equals 2 fish. Adding up, 2 pins plus 2 pins equals altogether 4 pins. It has a card to count to 50 and a card to count to 100. And then it also has these counting cards. And on the back of each card, it asks questions about what you just saw. How many crayons can you count? How many of these crayons are blue? What's your favorite thing to draw with crayons? Here's one that does the numbers 6 through 10 as a review. Here's one that says 4 balloons. How many balloons do you see? Can you hold up 4 fingers? Can you point to the smallest balloon? And here's what it looks like. So that would be the smallest balloon. And it starts at number 3 and so forth and so on, all the way up to 20. So this concludes my card cubby in my segment part 4 of how to use my homeschool area. I hope you found this interesting, and if you did, hit like and subscribe below. And if you hit the little bell in the corner, it will let you know when I have another video coming out. So, I hope you have a good day from the Canon Academy Homeschool. Bye-bye.